It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today I'm bringing you a Saison Bio at 6% ABV called Waterloo. The Battle of Waterloo, look. From the land of bravery is the description of this beer. Now, I've had a little look at this bottle. It says brewed for John Martin SA, but the brewery seems to be Ferme Mont Saint-Jean. Ferme Saint-Jean, Waterloo. I've not looked on Untapped, I've not looked on Rate Beer. I'm just doing my own thing here. I'm trying, I like to work things out myself a lot of the time. There's the bottle cap, 6% ABV, Saison Bio, 330 milliliter bottle. Got it out the fridge about 20 minutes ago. Condensation on the glass is because it's in a kind of a warm room, but the beer is still cold. It's been brewed in Belgium. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Lots of smoke on the bottle opening. Beer in the glass. Give it a bit of a whirl, that last inch of beer in the bottom of the bottle there. Get it in. If there's any kind of yeast, if there's any sediment, that will get it into the glass. You want it in the glass, don't you? You want to experience all of that kind of yeasty goodness. One finger white head, good levels of carbonation as the beer is in the glass here. It looks absolutely fantastic. It's a lovely light golden coloured ale, a little bit of haze going on. Yeah, super excited by this one. Super excited, looks good. The beer is available from our channel sponsors, beersofeurope.co.uk. If you've ever worked away, if you've ever been on holiday, and you found that very special beer that you really like and you want to drink it when you get back to the UK, the best place to find it is beersofeurope.co.uk. Trust me, I've been there. I've been to Portugal and Spain and Bulgaria and all these other wonderful countries, Poland, and I'm like, I wish I could get the beer. I wish I could get the beer back in the UK. Well, you can. You can. Beers of Europe, it's the largest online beer store in the UK. It's the largest warehouse in the UK. Their beers are just spectacular, based in Norfolk in the UK. If you're in that area, go and find them. Yes, good stuff. Link in the description box of the video for beersofeurope.co.uk. Okay, aroma on the beer then. Yeah, very Saison-like, kind of farmhousey, horse blanket-like. It's a very typical aroma to the Saison. We'll get into it first and I will explain the style later on, where this style comes from. But I want to get the aroma and taste it first. It's almost got like a tutti fruity kind of Belgian candied sugar, Belgian candied fruit aroma to it. Lemons, maybe a little apple-like, a little bit of pear. Smells good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. That's good, very good. There's a nice level of sweetness to this beer that just kind of helps the beer along. There's a bit of dryness that comes through. That's kind of like a natural thing for a Saison. It's a little bit dry. It's almost kind of like brut, like brut champagne dry. Holding the beer in the mouth, you get a little bit of a hiss and fizz of carbonation. That's kind of like pushing the beer on the inside of the mouth, releasing more of that flavour. You got taste buds on the back of the tongue, the top of your mouth, your cheeks, And if that carbonation is kind of like just pushing that beer into the kind of the crevices of your mouth where, you know, all of those taste buds are right at the back of the throat, you got taste buds, then it just kind of helps with the whole experience of drinking the beer. It's very nice, sweet, dry, peppery, spicy, bitter, fruity, pear-like dryness, like a pear-like dryness to the beer. A little bit of an apple flavour coming through. I've not mentioned the drinkability. It's very refreshing and very drinkable. And there's a reason as to why this beer is so refreshing and so drinkable. I told you I would talk about kind of the Saison style. So back in the day when farmers were always looking to keep their farm workers happy. 1700s, 1800s, very early 1900s. They wanted to keep those people on the farm working. They wanted to keep them working at the same time. So what the farmer would do, every lunchtime, he would call them up for their lunch, and he would offer them some freshly baked farmhouse bread that was made on the farm, and maybe a little bit of cheese that was made on the farm. And he would, of course, he would be making his own beer. And that beer was typically the Saison style of beer. It's kind of, Saison and farmhouse it's almost like the same kind of, almost like the same word. It's not the same word, but it almost is the same word. It meant beer for the farm worker. The Saison was the beer for the farm worker. It was light, it was refreshing, it was drinkable. If you think the middle of summer in Belgium or France, that sun beating down on you all day while you're doing whatever you're doing on the farm, it's very helpful to kind of lunchtime offer some refreshment. The beer would never have been about 6% ABV like it is today. It would have been about kind of 3.5–4% ABV. It would have been like a table beer, like a light table beer for the farm worker. Because of course, the farmer wouldn't want his farm workers going back out half cut in the afternoon, would they? Because nothing would get done. They'd find them underneath a tree asleep, wouldn't they? So Saison meant kind of, was a style of beer produced for the farm worker. And they recreated it. This whole craft beer revolution, it's been a wonderful thing, because there were certain styles that were about to die and die completely. Saison was one of them. Some of the kind of like the German, off the top of my head, I can't remember the name, the salt beers from Germany. Goses from the German Gose River in Germany. They nearly went, they very closely. In fact, they might have kind of gone completely kaput, you know. It's just a case that the craft beer revolution had brewers looking on the internet, researching all the styles of beer, and they brought them back. Saison being one of them. Saison now a very kind of important part of the craft beer revolution. So I'm going to rate this one. It's pretty good. Waterloo, from the land of bravery, Belgium. I like it. Looks good, smells good, tastes incredible. Lovely kind of like almost funkiness to it now in the aroma as I'm able to wash the beer around. Incredible. It's nice that. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.